So tonight we're doing pork chops, but we're doing pork chops in the pan. These turn out so much better than normal pork chops because they just came out really tender and soft. And so the trick, okay, is to marinate your pork chops for 10 to 15 minutes in salt. Just salt. Okay, and then we're putting it in a pan with butter and olive oil. You just want to get them kind of put on there. And these are the really thin ones. Okay, now once I get them in there, I'm going to season them up. So I like Italian herbs grinder. So I'll just put some of that on there. At one time I used to put breading on these, but honestly they don't need them. Okay, and then of course my pink Himalayan with garlic and black pepper. And then, I don't know if you've ever had this, but Chef Paul's Magic Seasoning Blend. Oh my God, this stuff is so good. So I used to make this all myself. It's just paprika, garlic, and onion, and stuff like that. But now I get this, and I get it in a giant thing. And I just kind of sprinkle that on. Like that. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. So, I'm just going to flip them over. These do not take long at all. Okay. Because they're really thin. And they are so good. They're so good when they come out. Okay, so we'll season the other side a little bit. Okay. Same stuff. And I don't put a ton on it. And we are going to put like a liquid kind of glaze to go with it. It's not really a glaze. It's just really like I'll take several things together and yeah. And then I just finish steaming it with that liquid and it just makes it so good and tender. All right. So once they're doing pretty good, I just cover it and let it steam for a minute. And I'll start some of these things in the back. This does not take very long. I usually have a second pan, okay, to put these in just because I have a big family. So if you don't have a big family, you're not going to need two pans. You just do it in the one. I have to do two because you can't really fit all of it in one pan. Okay. And I just flip them back and forth until I see they're kind of nice and brown. I'll show you that. Okay. All right. Let me show you. See how they are? So pretty like that. Okay, then I'll close that for a minute. I'm going to take a little bit of butter, put it in this other pan here. All right, turn that on. Because I don't want to transfer it from one to the other without it having something in the pan. So I try to get a little bit. Now we're going to be putting the juice stuff in it here in a minute. And let it finish cooking with that. But I just want to get, you know, some in the pan here. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to transfer these from this pan to that pan. Okay. Okay, just like that. And then I'll put the lid over those. There we go. Put more butter in this one. If it starts getting too brown, what I'll do is just wipe out the pan and then start again. It's usually pretty good. All right, and then we'll start on the next set. If I can get them apart. Okay, there we go. So there's already some seasoning in the pan. So with the second set, I don't have to put as much, but I'm still going to put some. Okay. I usually have to have maybe like do this 3 times, and then that does it. Okay, like that. Okay, let's put a little bit on here. We don't have to do a lot because remember, it still has some left from the last one. There we go. Okay, this. All right, now, while that kind of cooks for a minute, we're going to get the juice in this one so it doesn't overcook. So let's turn this down a little. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take some chicken broth and pour that in. And then you're going to put in about a teaspoon of brown sugar. Yep, I just put it right in. A tablespoon, sorry. And a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I'm just going to kind of mix that around. There. Alright. That's going to keep these nice and tender. And then we're going to close that. I'm going to go back to this one. Let's start back on that one. Okay, so flip them over. Okay. I'm not going to put seasoning on the back because there's already some in there. Okay. So we're going to close this one up and let it steam for a minute. Okay. Alright, so while that's working, I'm going to get Carson's little bread ready. Him and his bread, it is so good. Yeah, my hair is getting long. Oh, that's nothing. You should see my child's hair. His hair has way grown past mine. That's so funny to me. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be really hot though because you want to steam it. So that's normal, but you're not going to leave it on very long. Like a few minutes. That's it. And then we're going to transfer them over to this pan. All right. So you're not letting them cook very long. And these are thin. Okay. There we go. All right. So that's, put the lid back on that and let them, so what you're doing really is you're letting them steam. Now we're going to do the last little bit in here. Whoops. Okay, and I'm going to turn that other one down. Because it's going faster than I want. So turn this one down to low. And then we're going to let this one cook up. I'm going to get this stuff out of the way. Okay. Trust me, these are the best things ever. And I did a lot of trial and error to figure this out. So it does come out really good. I put more seasoning on the first, like the first batch, than I do the rest of the batches. I also reserve some of the chicken stock. And so after I'm comfortable with these being done, I transfer everything over to this bigger pan, and then I just get rid of the little pan. Okay. So the juice and all. A lot of times I'll put just a little bit more butter in. One of the reasons that I want to transfer it back over to the original pan is because the original pan has all those little seasoning pieces and stuff from that cooking. So it works out really good. There we go. Okay, turn that down. I'll turn this on. Okay, dokie. So you can hear it sizzling, right? See how pretty that is? All right, now, we've already got it down on low. Now we're gonna move these back over, like this. Now, if you're not like me and you don't have a giant family, you would just kind of take them off and then put them all back on with the juice. But these are a family favorite. There. There. Like that. Then I'm just going to take this and pour it in, like that. All right, turn this burner off. Now this is on low, so it will cool down in a minute, but I'm going to add the rest of the chicken stock. Okay, and then I'm going to put top on it and let it steam. Pork chops. Thin pork chops.
The thin ones?
Yes.
Yes. Hallelujah.
I told y'all it was a favorite.
Because you're going to be doing this in the
Yeah. Everybody knows what I cook because I usually cook to have it done somewhere around 7 because that's when John gets home. So, would you grab out of the freezer that thing of Carson's,
Yes.
the small one? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it's
Okay, so this cooks for about 5 or 6 minutes. You don't want to do too much. We have 8 people. So, and I usually cook just a little bit extra so that Mercedes can put some in with her lunches. Thank you. So that's why there's a lot. But the men will eat 2 or 3 because they're really thin. So they go quick, y'all. All right, things don't really go to waste here. So, yep, we have 8. All right. Lordy, lordy. So that's it. This is a super easy one. How are you? So, you should try it. It's really easy to make and it's yummy. Let's see. She got groomed today. She looks so cute. Belle got groomed. Let me show y'all. She looks so cute. Let me get this off of here. Okay. Hi, Bella. Look at your little thing.
Yeah, her little heart.
Look at that. She's so cute. Look at that. That's so cute. She looks so pretty today. Okay, so this one I'm actually doing with cornbread stuffing because they love the stuffing in this house. So this one goes with cornbread stuffing. A lot of stuff I make with rice. And then we have lima beans, and we'll have broccoli and rolls. What am I looking for? The lid. I don't think that's the lid. No. Do y'all have trouble with lids? I have so much trouble keeping track of lids. Okay. So, this is super easy. This one is just a little cornbread stuffing, and it's really, really, really good with the pork chops. Okay. So, I try not to do rice every day, even though we all like it. Here, let me put y'all back on the stand. So I got my hands free. All right, so this, you just boil the water and the butter. And then you just put the mix in. Use a fork. Not a spoon. You just kind of mix it up like that. There we go. Definitely want to mix it with a fork. Okay, and then you put the lid on it for 5 minutes. Okay, and we'll put Carson's bread in. Turn that burner off. Yep, steamed. It's pan-fried steamed pork chops. And I will tell you, you absolutely don't skip the step of putting the salt on it and letting the salt sit for like 5 minutes, because if you let it sit for 5 minutes, then I think we're gonna have Brussels sprouts. Or we may have medley. I think no, we're gonna have Brussels sprouts. Yeah, see? Okay. I have to go to the store tomorrow and get broccoli. That's funny. All right, so let's see. This is, oh, I don't know if I can do these in the microwave. Nope. Okay. This was a new one we got. Maybe we will have mixed vegetables. Okay. Oh, we could have, oh, here we go. Yeah, okay, here we go. We're gonna have this one. All right. Okay, this cooks for 5.5 minutes. All right. And then everything should be done. So see, that wasn't bad at all. All right, so we can put this up. So how are y'all doing today? Oh yeah, don't worry. I wash my hands constantly in this place. Yeah. I like the pink salt one. It's a little bit better for you. And it's like thicker. Almost like, it's almost like the sea salt kind of, but it's a little better for you. And then garlic and black pepper, I use that a lot. Good. It's so quick. It's so quick. I try to make at least a few things that are super quick, just because, you know, I don't know about y'all, but time is not my friend. All right, so I'm gonna put a little tiny bit more brown sugar in it. So I just take like a spoonful and then just kind of sprinkle it around. The apple cider vinegar breaks the sweetness up, so it is not like overly sweet. And that combination of the savory and the sweet work really well. They're good. Family's good. Mom's blood sugar came up above 8. So the blood transfusion worked. Yay. That was wonderful. That was a little scary, but she's doing really good now. Yeah, she's doing good. All right. So we're pretty much done. I'll be calling people down in a minute, but I wanted to show you this one because it's super easy and quick. So with the pork chops, you want to make sure they're at 145 before you serve them, but they'll be well past that. That's steaming. It really does it. So I usually just kind of mix it around and the juice a little, but it looks really pretty. Let me show you. Look how pretty that looks. Doesn't that look so pretty? And our rolls are we're doing good. All right, y'all, this was a quick one, but I think it's really good. Oh yeah, I'll be on sometime this weekend and we'll be making a Valentine's wreath. So yeah, I just had some stuff I've had to take care of, and we've all been sick. Mom's been sick. Mom had a heart attack, so it was, I had to take some time off, but yep, I'll be on this weekend and we'll be making a wreath. And I went and was looking at some ribbon today so I can make some new sign and ribbon sets. So that will be coming here in like a week or so. So yep, I am ready to get back to doing something, because sitting around the house is not much fun. It's fun for like a week, and then it is not fun after that. So, all right, his bread's done. All right, y'all, I hope y'all have a great night, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. It'll either be tomorrow or Sunday, but I'll put up the time so you know what time it's going to be. And it's definitely going to be Valentine's, because we don't have one on our door. And I'm like, it's like the 6th. Yep. Oh, I'm glad you are. All right. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow or Sunday. All right. Bye, y'all.